Hello everyone, welcome to Immense Imaginations. In today's video, we will write a Java program to find the smallest and largest numbers in an array. Okay, now let's get started. I'm creating a new class. Including the main method. So the first step is we'll initialize a integer array. We'll give some random numbers. Okay, now we have initialized an array. Now let us create two int variables, naming int small and int large. Okay, now we will initialize this small variable to largest value. Okay, so I'll tell you why we are doing that. So there is a Java class called integer, and we have constant max value. So we're initializing our variable small to integer dot max value, and similarly we initialize our large variable to integer dot minimum value. Okay, so what we have done here is we have created two variables, small and large, and we have initialized them to max and minimum values. Okay, now let's create a for loop to iterate through the array. I less than will be iterating through the array, so we'll get the length of the array plus plus. Now we'll create an if loop to check for a condition. So if I is less than small, so if I is less than small, we will assign that value to the small variable. So small is equal to the I value. Okay, now let's print this. We will say CISO and smallest value is small. Okay, let's save this program and run it on a Java application. So we are getting the smallest value is 10. So if you look at the array, this is the smallest value. So let's increase this array and just put 1 and check if we are getting output as 1. So run as Java application. So the smallest value is 1. Oh, perfect. So it's working for the smallest. Now let's repeat this for the largest, making a few changes. So we'll copy this entire thing and we'll modify things accordingly. So here we'll check if it is greater than large variable, and we'll assign the value to large variable. We'll change the output statement as well. Value is large. Okay, So these are the only changes we made. Now let's run this program to check if we'll get the smallest number as 1 and the largest number as 99. Okay, we got the smallest number is 1 and the largest number is 99. So we'll just input another number into the array to check if our program is working right. Run as Java application. Okay, the smallest number is 1 and the largest number is 200. So we are getting the expected output. So now I'll explain this program in the debug mode. Okay, now right click, debug as Java application. So we'll switch to the perspective. Okay, now initially the small and large variables are assigned to the default values from this integer class. Okay, now you understand why I took this value. So we can even do it assigning by small is equal to 0 and large is equal to some larger number like 1000, 2000 like that. But that program might not always work. To make our program work in all the cases, we have assigned to the standard values. Okay, the smallest value we have assigned to the largest, and the largest value we have assigned to the smallest. Okay, now let's iterate through the loop. So initially we are getting the 0 index, which is 10. We'll check if 10 is less than small. Okay, so 10 is definitely less than this number, so 10 will get assigned to the small variable. Okay, once that is executed, so small variable is now changed to 10. So likewise we'll get next value is 20. We'll check if 20 is less than small, so it is not, so the if block will not get executed. Again we'll check for 50, it is again not less, so it will not get executed. Again we'll check for 60, it's either not, so it will keep checking until this 1. So this 1 is definitely less than 10. In this case it will get into the if block and it will assign that 1 to small. Let's check. Okay, now the small variable is assigned to 1 value. So this is how the loop is working. Now let's check for the largest. So first it will get the value 10 from the 0 index, and it will check if 10 is greater than the negative number. So definitely it is greater, so that value will be assigned to large. Okay, so the large variable is now having value 10. Again it will check for 20. 20 is greater than 10, so it will be true. It will get into the loop and it will assign the value 20. Okay, so each time the loop is iterated, and finally when we reach here, the 200 value will get assigned to the large variable. So let's just check. So 99 is getting assigned, 1 won't be assigned, again 200 will be assigned. Okay, finally we are printing that. I hope you're clear. I hope you liked this video. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section. I will look into them. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked the video, do subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for my future updates. Thank you.